This is Vishal Kumar and I want to deliver a presentation on the topic of polymerase chain reaction for safety indicator. PCR, it is a technique used to make numerous copies of a specific segment of DNA quickly and accurately. The polymerase chain reaction enables investigators to obtain the large quantities of DNA that are required for various experiments and procedures in molecular biology, forensic analysis, evolutionary biology and medical diagnostic. Polymerase means one or more making copies of formation of a particular DNA is known as polymerase. This technique was developed in 1983 by Carey V. Mullis, an American biochemist who won the Nobel Prize for Chemistry in 1993 for his invention. Before the development of PCR, the method used to amplify or generate copies of recombinant DNA fragments were time consuming and labor intensive. In contrast, a machine designed to carry out PCR reaction can complete many rounds of replication, producing billions of copies of a DNA fragment in only a few hours. Steps in PCR cycle. There is a three-step PCR cycle involved. The first step is denature, second step is anneal, and the third step is replication. The first step, denature, this is accomplished by heating the starting material to temperature of about 95 degrees Celsius. Each strand is a template on which a new strand is built. Template, it is a process of cutting out and shaping of its DNA. The second step is anneal, and this is accomplished by temperature reduced to about 55 degrees Celsius so that the primers can anneal to the template. Anneal means to join. And the third step is replication. In the temperature is raised to about 72 degrees Celsius and the DNA polymerase begins adding nucleotide onto the end of annealed primer at the end of cycle, which lasts about 5 minutes. The temperature raised and the process begins again. The number of copies of DNA doubles after each cycle. Usually 25 to 30 cycles produce a sufficient amount of DNA. Nucleotide are building block of DNA and RNA and also act as a cell signaling and metabolism. This is the systematic diagram of PCR cycle. Step first is denaturation, step second is anneal, and the third step is replication. Component. Following are the component of PCR cycle. A strip of 8 PCR tubes each containing a 100 ml reaction mixture. Placing a strip of 8 PCR tubes into a thermal cycler. A thermal cycler for PCR. An older 3 temperature thermal cycler for PCR. Ethidium bromide strained PCR product after gel electrophoresis. Electrophoresis is a laboratory technique to separate out DNA, RNA or protein molecule based on their size, shape, electrical charges. This is the complete procedure of PCR cycle, which the involvement of the PCR component. RT-PCR, it is a variation of standard PCR that involves the amplification of a specific mRNA obtained from a small sample. RT-PCR, it is a process of making complementary DNA, cDNA from single-stranded RNA. The reaction mixture is heated to 37 degrees Celsius, which enables the production of cDNA from the RNA sample by reverse transcription. This cDNA anneals to one of the primers, leading to further strand synthesis. Standard PCR processed and dsDNA is produced. ELISA, which stands for enzyme-linked immunosorbent assay. It is a technique to detect the presence of antigens in biological samples. And ELISA, like all other immunoassay, relies on antibody to detect a target antigen, usually highly specific antibody-antigen reaction. Antigen, it is a type of toxin or other foreign substrate which induce or immune response in body specifically for the production of antibodies. Following are the principle. An ELISA begins antibody antigen is immunized to a solid surface. This is done either directly or via the use of capture antibody itself immunized on the surface. The antigen is then induced complex to a detection of antibody conjugated with a molecule M enabled for detection such as enzyme or fluorophore. ELISA immunoassay are playing an increasingly important role in the management of food quality and food safety. Enzyme immunoassays have been developed for the detection of almost all important pathogen microbial toxins in food. These include Clostridium botulinum, enterotoxin, Staphylococcus aureus, mold toxin such as aflatoxin, illegal toxins such as saxitoxin involved in seafood poisoning. Enzyme immunoassays have also been developed for the detection of pathogenic microorganisms such as Salmonella, Listeria monocytogenes, Campylobacter jejuni, E. coli, and Neisseria enterocolitic. The presence of residue of harmful insecticide and pesticide in agricultural and horticultural product, antibody steroids and therapeutic agent in animal product and adulterant in food and meat can also be detected by enzyme immunoassay. Immunoassay kits are now available for detection of several food contaminant and adulterant. Immunosense kits offer ease of operation under a well standardized procedure. They are less expensive and less time consuming. Precision, accuracy, and reproducibility of resulting from immunoassay kits need to be validated through calibrated trials. Efforts are underway to validate and approve these kits for daily use in food industry in various stages of food production, processing, and application in the HACCP procedure. Immunoassay in food analysis. Immunoassay are biochemical tests that are used for binding of antibody to antigen to detect and measure concentration of specific molecules. They are relatively cheap, provide fast result, and are highly specific due to the fact that tests are based on immuno response. Food analysis look at the chemical, microbiological, physical, and sensory properties of food and drink. Testing on food needs to be done for safety and regulatory purposes as well as to test for allergic reaction traditionally used for clinical studies. The use of immunoassay in the food industry has grown popularity in over recent few years with the rise of fraudulent cases and food contamination. Types of immunoassay. There are 5 types of immunoassay. These include ELISA, work by enzyme linked to antibody that give a color change when in the presence of certain antigen. The antigen is immobilized on a solid surface and is then complexed with the antibody that is linked to the enzyme. ELISA can be direct, indirect, sandwich, or competitive ELISAs. Radioimmunoassay. Radioimmunoassay work by using radioactively labeled antigens or antibody. Radioactivity emitted by bound antibody antigen complexes is detected and recorded. And the third one is fluoroimmunoassay. FIA work by using antibody that have been labeled by fluorescent probes. Fluorescence from the antibody antigen complex is detected and recorded. CLIA immunoassay work in a similar way to ELISA, but they measure light emitted from a chemical reaction. CIA counting immunoassay use polystyrene beads that are coated with multiple antibody complementary to the target antigen. Why immunoassay are used in food industry? Immunoassay are used in food industry to test the raw materials as well as the final composition of food. They are also used to test for any contamination that may occur as well as to test for allergens. The second reason is that potential contamination can occur during production and transportation. Contaminant tested for include toxin, microorganism, and pesticide. Allergens are tested for both known and unknown. Known allergens are recorded on food labels, but sometimes food can be recalled due to the accidental contamination with unexpected allergens. Foodborne pathogen testing. Foodborne pathogen testing. Sandwich assays are commonly used for foodborne pathogen testing of E. coli and Listeria using polyclonal antibody. A major problem with analyzing foodborne pathogen using polyclonal antibody is that they have multiple epitopes. Epitopes are like as antibody. Due to this specificity and sensitivity can be low and cause false positive result. Monoclonal antibodies are preferred and can be used to test for pathogens such as Listeria monocytogenes, E. coli. Bispecific antibody that recognize RBCs and Listeria monocytogenes have been specifically engineered. The bispecific antibody caused agglutination of RBCs only in the presence of Listeria monocytogenes, and the agglutination show red colored clumps that are visible just by looking with the human eye. Man-made single-stranded DNA molecule known as DNA enzyme are used to test for Candida albicans, a DNA RNA chimeric substrate at a single ribonucleotide junction is flanked by fluorophore and a quencher. When the fluorophore and quencher separate, there is increase in fluorescence that can be recorded. Mycotoxin testing. Mycotoxins are naturally occurring toxins produced by certain molds and that they are hazardous to human health. The dangerous toxins include aflatoxin, Fumonisin mycotoxin can affect agricultural products such as corn, wheat, rice, oats, soy, nuts, fruit, and spices. Food and feed can be become contaminated with mycotoxin before being harvested. The time between harvesting and drying and when being stored. ELISA method to detect mycotoxin have been available for over a decade. The most frequent way to test for mycotoxin by immunoassay is by using a direct competitive ELISA. Allergen testing for food is crucial because allergic reaction caused by food can cause fatality. Food allergy cause abnormal responses to the protein that certain food contains and cause an immune response in a specific individual. Reaction occur from IgE, that is immunoglobulin antibody mediated and cell mediated reaction. Common allergens that are tested for include milk, egg, nuts, sesame seeds, wheat, and multiple testing kits are available for both home and industrial use. Testing of final products and swabs from equipment used in production for can be used to verify any cross contamination and make sure companies are following regulation. Fluorescent antibody FA method for the detection of salmonella in food and feed was developed. This FA method combines a rapid cultural phase and a serological phase that allow for the propagation of salmonella in a minimum time, employing the industrial 8-hour work day as a guide. The method used by the Association of Official Analytical Chemists for the detection of salmonella was the control method. The percentage agreement when comparing the FA slide method to the AOAC method ranged from 87.1 to 95.3 percentage depending upon the conjugated anti-sera used in comparative studies. IMS technology was first developed in 1980s and is now widely used in food microbiology to separate target pathogen from over microorganism. Magnetized polystyrene beads or other particles are coated with antibody specific to the target organism, and these are then added to a volume of sample directly or more often to a pre-enrichment culture. After a short incubation, the target cell are immobilized on the surface of the beads and can be concentrated into a pellet using a powerful magnetic field. The sample can be discarded and the pellet is resuspended and washed to remove food debris and cultural material. The immobilized pathogen can be detected by culture or by other rapid method including PCR and ELISA. IMS is a very effective separation and concentration technique, although it is not suitable for processing large volume of sample or culture, partially because high concentration of beads are needed to bind the target cell. Magnetic beads and particle for food microbiologically application have been available commercially for many years. The best known are Dynabeads, supplied by Thermo Fisher Scientific and designed for selective capture and concentration of a range of foodborne pathogens from pre-enrichment culture. Dynabeads specific to Salmonella, Listeria, and several VTEC. BTEC stand for Virotoxigenic E. coli. Serotypes are available. Dynabeads can also be used in the automated process using the bead retriever system. Further development of automated IMS technology illustrated by Pathrex Auto system also from be pulled after pre-enrichment, providing considerable cost saving through reduced detection testing. The separation and the concentration process can be completed within 15 minutes. Western blot. Western blotting technique is used for the identification of a particular protein from the mixture of protein. In this method, labeled antibody against particular protein is used to identify the desired protein. So it is a specific test. Western blotting is also known as immunoblotting because it uses antibody to detect the protein. Procedure. Following are the procedure that used in Western blotting technique for the identification of protein. The first step is extraction of protein. Second one is electrophoresis. Third step is blotting. Fourth step is blocking. Fifth step is treatment with primary antibody. Sixth step is treatment with secondary antibody. Seventh and the last step is treatment with specific substrate. Following are the advantages of rapid test. Specific tests detect the actual allergic protein meat species from the source of concern. Second reason is rapid quantitative result. The processing time is 30 minutes to 4 hours. The detection limits are generally in low milligram per kilogram range. The result is determined by the development of visual color, which allow a quantitative analysis through a calorimeter or a semi-quantitative measurement through a visual evolution. Multiple samples can be tested at the same time when the testing for the same analyte. Following are the disadvantages. Cross reactivity: antibodies may react with not only the target allergen but also with related or sometimes unrelated. Affected by processing and matrix. Protein detection may be affected by processing, that example that is thermal treatment or food matrix such as acidic, high sugar or salt containing food. It is very expensive when analyzing several allergens in the same matrix. Trained personnel are required who understand the product and select the most appropriate kit for the detection to avoid false negative test. Conclusion: conventional method for the detection of foodborne pathogen, which based on culturing the microorganism, are selective, but they can be time consuming and laborious. Hence, various rapid detection methods have been developed in order to overcome the limitation of conventional detection methods. Rapid methods are important for the rapid detection of foodborne pathogen in food product to prevent outbreaks of foodborne disease and the spread of foodborne pathogens. Rapid detection methods are generally more sensitive, specific, time efficient, labor saving and reliable than conventional method. Thank you.